The fight to bring home a Texas man on death row in China is gaining major momentum in Washington. Just today, Texas Senator Ted Cruz told NewsNation's Leland Vittert in an exclusive interview set to air on Balance tonight, the Biden administration needs to act now.
Joe Biden won't say his name. Kamala Harris won't say his name. Tony Blinken. I mean, there are all sorts of administration officials who could stand up, who could call out the Chinese. But, you know, Joe Biden... Well, yes. I mean, that's unfortunately one of the real problems.
Senator Cruz's comments come after actor Mel Gibson yesterday joined the public campaign to free Swidan.
He's a man of great faith, an American patriot, and he refuses, during his captivity, to renounce either his faith or his country.
And just minutes after our show last night, the House unanimously passed a resolution calling on China to release Mark Swidan. Joining us now is a co-sponsor of that resolution, Texas Congressman Randy Weber. Congressman, thanks so much for being here tonight. The resolution states that Swidan is being unjustly and arbitrarily detained and demands his immediate release. It also asks Biden to put more pressure on China. What do you want the State Department to do?
Well, obviously, if you watch President Biden with the Brittany Griner case, for example, and I did not hear Ted Cruz's interview. I'm glad y'all interviewed the senator. The fact that neither Anthony Blinken, neither the president or the vice president will even utter his name. There was so much to do they made over Brittany Griner when she was with Russia. And arguably, China is a lot more egregious violator of human rights, even in Russia, which is hard to believe. But we want the Biden administration to sit up, take notice, get involved. We want the State Department to get involved. We're going to be sending a letter to Michael McCall and my good friend Michael Cloud, who Mr. Swidan grew up in his district over by Luling, Texas. In fact, I was just by Luling, Texas this past weekend. I know that area well. We want the Biden administration to do their job, put pressure on the Chinese government.
Why do you think that Mark Swidan's case hasn't gotten the kind of attention that not just Brittany Griner, but Paul Whelan and Evan Gershkovich, and there have been a lot of Americans held unjustly in Russia, and there's been a lot of public campaigning about getting their release. We have not heard that kind of public campaigning around Mark Swidan being held in China. Why not?
Well, I'm glad that Mel Gibson got involved, and I don't know why. When you look at the facts, he was over there in 2012. Mr. Mark Swidan was, and the Chinese police broke in his room, no warrant, charged him with having drugs. No drugs were ever found. He didn't get a trial until he was tried with 10 other defendants in 2013. Almost a year later, they never had any contraband. You looked at his passport, and the place they said that he'd been there with drugs, he had not even been there on his passport travel. Then they finally got around to him in 2019 to sentencing him to death with a 2-year, reprieve or whatever. I don't know why the American public doesn't know more about this. This is as egregious as it comes.
But Mark Swidan has been held for more than a decade. He was sentenced to death 2 years ago. The death sentence was just upheld a few days ago. Why are you just passing this resolution now?
I don't know. As I said, he's not from my district. I don't know Mr. Swidan. Of course, he's a constituent of Michael Cloud's. I'm quite frankly shocked and dismayed and saddened by the fact that there's not been more public attention. That's why I so thank y'all for bringing it out. I'm glad that Mel Gibson's bringing it out. I'm glad that Senator Cruz is bringing it out. And Michael McCall, as you know, is chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael Cloud, and I said we'll be on a letter sending it to the administration that they need to get involved. And we hope with your help, again, thanks for y'all bringing it out, to elevate the discourse, make Americans aware, and there ought to be a public outcry, just like in those other cases that we talked about.
You mentioned that China is a violator of human rights. Swidan's mother was on our air 2 nights ago saying that he has been tortured while in prison there, that his condition is absolutely appalling. What have you been able to learn about his condition there and the conditions in which he's being held?
Well, they're irreprehensible, no question, no doubt about that. I mean, sadly, it's no surprise because China has such an egregious human rights record. Even the United Nations has gotten involved and said, look, he needs to be released. They're watching this, and the United Nations gets involved. You know it's bad. And I hope more Americans get involved. And we're praying for him. I'm glad he hasn't renounced his faith, as Senator Cruz said. I'm glad he won't renounce his country. And I think that gets under the Chinese's fingernails, if you will, just
Right.
skin really bothers them. I want him to hold tight, hold faith. And by golly, Mr. President Biden, let's get some help going for Mark Swidan. He deserves it. He's an American. He's no less deserving than any of those that we talked about. And he needs your help, Mr. President. Get in gear.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.